Jungle is by far the most overpowered role in lower elos, and that is because of the agency that you have in the first 10 minutes of the game. Here you can basically decide what's going to happen in the game, regardless if your teammates are losing lane hard or winning the lane. In this video we go over some tips that helps you improve in the jungle role and gives you the ability to carry more games consistently. Let's get right into it. Champion select. Deciding strong side versus weak side. Your teammates' picks are very important for what you want to do in the early game. You need to identify what side of the map is your strong and what side is your weakest. The rule is that in 99% of games, we don't want to play for our weak side, because we can't get anything done here. Let's give you an example. Mid lane is always mid lane, so it barely affects our decisions. But if we have Ezreal and Soraka versus Janna Ashe, then we know that it's very unlikely for us to make a gank work bot lane. Soraka does not have CC, Ezreal does not have CC, and even if we land our own CC, if we even have it, then Janna will make sure that Ashe does not die. It's very possible for Ashe and Janna to turn on us and kill us without our bot lane even being able to help. Therefore, bot lane in this scenario is weak side. In top, if I have champions like Renekton, Darius, Sett, Irelia, Jax with a weak bot lane, then they are the strong side. You will learn this with experience. What I know from champion select is that I want to start my jungle clear weak side, because they are weak, and path towards top, my stronger side. I need to protect them so that they can gain a lead without jungle interference, and if possible gank and get them ahead. Having your strong side ahead greatly improves your chances of winning the game. If I had Kayle versus Darius top lane, but I had a Kai'Sa and Nautilus on my team bot, then Kai'Sa Nautilus is my strong side, and I start my jungle clear top with the Kayle, and I path towards Kai'Sa Nautilus. This is pretty easy to learn and greatly improves your chances of winning. Let's give you another tip. Clearing speed and why it matters. Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong in this clip? I'm clearing the camp where it spawns, which is wrong. Every second matters when you're clearing the jungle, and nothing is more important than the first clear. Important timers like 3:30 is when skull crabs spawn, and having fast clears means we get priority for the crab without having to smite it or fight for it. What you need to do on basically all jungle champions is to make full use out of the jungle camp's patience bar and drag it out as much as possible to shorten the time that you need to walk to the next camp. A difference of 2 to 4 seconds per camp when there are 6 camps makes it so you can be 12 seconds faster than the enemy jungler, and that's minimum time. The better you get, the more time you have. Let's compare these two clips. One is clearing for a purpose, to be fast and make sure that they are in time if something was to happen. And the other one is clearing like they have just downed 6 beers and 3 burritos before the game even started. It's a big difference. If there was a fight going on top lane at 3:30, I can take part in that and pull the game in my favor, just because I know how to clear the jungle properly. If I am slow, then I can't take part in that. And even worse, if the enemy is faster than me, they get to take part in that, and I fall behind. This is 100% preventable if you just put time into practicing your jungle clears on your favorite jungle champions. The final tip I have for you in this video is learn how to trade objectives and use your prio. It's not always the case that you need to go wherever the enemy jungler is going. Sometimes you can trade things and get ahead. Let's say the enemy jungler takes dragon, but I take all 3 camps topside from them. Who do you think got more gold out of it? I did. A single dragon does not win the game. I get a personal lead now, but if I don't use it well, then that dragon becomes more and more important. If they show for a gank bot side and I am topside, take Rift Herald and use it to get tower plates. It's easy gold to obtain, while the enemy laner can't do anything in 99% of cases because you are 2 versus 1. If you made it so far into this video, thank you for watching. You are incredible and I appreciate you a lot. Comment #JungleKingdom if you made it so far. Let's continue. Another thing to learn is how to use your prio. Prio is when your laners are stronger than the enemy laners, or in a better position to help you. If I want to invade enemy raptors, but my mid laner is pushed on the tower, is this a great idea? No, because the enemy mid will rotate on me and kill me with the enemy jungler. It's not the mid laner's fault that I die here, it's my own. But if the enemy mid laner was pushed on a tower and I ping the Raptor camp, now they are aware of what I want to do and they are ready to help me. You also need to be aware of what champions you have. Just because you are playing a strong early game champion does not mean that you get to play the game as you want. Are you playing a strong Xin Zhao early game, but you have Kayle and Ziggs on your team? You want to invade that weak Karthus, but he has Darius and Talon? If you die during that invade, it's your fault, not the Kayle or the Ziggs. You made that decision. They can't help you. It's how their champions are structured. Being able to look at your team comp and decide if a play is possible is 100% something that's going to help you in the long run and make the ranked climbing experience so much better. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something, and if you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If there's something specific you want me to cover, feel free to ask in the comments. I thank you all for watching and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.